What's going on, everybody? 8-Bit Matt here, and I'm excited to bring you another Duelyst patch notes. This is Duelyst patch 0.57. Whew, this is the big one, so let's get into it. Up first, we're going to talk about the February season cards. Oh man, right off the bat, the first one is the Wings of Paradise. This is a 3-cost minion, 3 attack, 3 health, flying. Whenever you replace a card, this minion gains 2 attack that turn. So ultimately, you replace a card, this minion becomes a 5/3 for just replacing a card after he's on the board. That is gigantic, and you'll start to see a theme throughout the season's cards. So let's jump onto that. That's a solid card. Really going to be devastating. Up next, we have the White Widow, and this is a 4-cost minion, 3 attack, 4 health. Whenever you replace a card, deal 2 damage to a random enemy or general. Enemy, minion, or general. Yeah, this is free damage. Like, just having this being on the board, replacing stuff. I could see a massive deck being used with the Aether Master, who lets you replace 2 cards per turn. Oh, that's a deck that I will be building. I'm glad I've been saving up spirit and stuff. This is a deck I will build out, and it will be monstrous. On top of that, our next minion or card is the Dream Gazer. This is a 2-cost, 2 attack, 2 health minion. Whenever you replace this card, summon it on a random nearby space, and your general takes 2 damage. Honestly, free summon of a minion with 2 cost. This is going right at home on my Vitruvian deck with Portal Guardians. I mean, yeah, you're taking 2 damage, but you're getting a free minion out there for basically 0 cost. All you gotta do is replace him. That's pretty epic. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this card. White Widow, Dream Gazer for sure. All 3 of these will go into my replace build deck. Can't wait for that. And lastly, this one's pretty scary, is the Astral Crusader. This is a 7-cost, 7 attack, 6 health. And its special abilities, whenever you replace this card, it will cost 1 less and gain 1 attack and 1 defense. Yeah. I mean, you could ultimately whittle this card down to cost 0 and just be a juggernaut. What else is there to say about this? Like, all the cards are about replace. I think this is a really nice mechanic to add to the game. Really nice dynamic. Because the replace function isn't one you see a whole lot of in trading card games. So I like that they're really leveraging and calling out attention to that feature. Hopefully this will get people to get used to using it a little bit more, especially for some of those newcomers coming in. But all around, this is a powerful pack of cards. Definitely going to be trying to make quite a few of those. So be on the lookout for lots of replace build decks once this patch drops, or I guess once the season finishes out. On top of that, we have 2 card changes, and they're both for Songhai. So just a note, like always, you will get full spirit if you for 1 week if you replace them, in case you don't like how they've been tweaked. Lantern Fox, this is a community favorite. Everybody loves good old cuddly Lantern Fox. He has been changed. He is a 3-cost, still the same, but he is 2 attack, 4 health, and whenever this minion takes damage, put a Phoenix Fire in your action bar. So that's the spell. I mean, for a 3, I think he was like, or sorry, no, he was a 5-cost before, but being able to summon 2 3/3s with celerity was really devastating. I think they're just trying, especially with inner focus. So I don't love these changes in terms of where it's taken it, but still nonetheless a very strong card, very strong for a Songhai spell build. So like to see that. This next one is a little, I think it's warranted, especially for what it did. It's Mist Dragon Seal. It is now a 2-cost, same effects. Friendly minion gets 1/1 and teleported to a nearby space, it just seems more appropriate. I mean, a 1 cost to move and buff a unit was that's pretty strong. So glad to see that get tweaked. I think that's a fair one. Lantern Fox, I'm on the fence about this one. So I mean, still a good card, but definitely not as powerful as it once was. That's it for card changes, though. Let's get right on to the player profile revamp. Man, this is I'm excited about this section. So they got you can see your faction XP for each group. You can see your match history with replays, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, and you can just see all your different wins in different categories, and yeah, lots of new stats, lots more stats, a little more robust profile. So you can see where you are currently sitting in a rank. I mean, it's looking good. You can see some of that stuff from the visuals here. And also, you can quickly glance at your friends' profiles. So not just yours anymore, but you can see other people's profiles as well. So sweet deal there. On top of that, talked about the replays. Let's get into it more. They are going to roll out a basically experiment where you'll be able to see all your gameplays. All of them will be recorded. They'll be in the match history tab of your profile. There is a note that basically they'll only work for the current patch, is at least how I'm understanding it here. So and they're going to work to fix that, so maybe you can get some older ones as well. You can replay your own or your friends' post matches, so that's pretty awesome. When you're replaying, you see the view of the person you have selected. So if you pick a review or replay of yourself, it'll be from your perspective. You won't see the other person's hand. A few things to note here. If you notice some mouse tracking seems to be a little off, just let them know, and let them know the forums and keep them updated so they can tweak and enhance that. But that's pretty awesome. I mean, there's been a few times where I wish I was recording a match that just came down to the wire, or maybe I had the most amazing replays and was able to pull out a win. But glad to see them implementing that functionality, and can't wait to be able to reference back to some of those sweet replays. On top of that, we've got a new rank UI screen, so they're updating that a little bit, as well as the season crate info, or loot, basically. So yeah, I mean, visual enhancements, can't go wrong. Moving right along, we have the general casting animation. So whenever you cast a spell, or let me get this right. Whenever you cast minions and spells from your action bar, the general will perform a casting animation. This is a nice little touch. At first I thought it was just spells, but I'm reading again, it is minions as well. So that's nice. I like them adding a little bit of that. It just gives a little more personality and flair to each of the factions. And the general really calls out that's the king. That's the one you got to be caring about, or queen. I was referring to chess in my mind there. All right, let's go on. We got some quality of life improvements. You can now sign in with your username or your email address. There is a do not disturb function on your buddy list, so you will stop receiving invite notifications, things like that. Couple color tweaks to spell targeting tiles and things like that, now that enemy tiles are red. And just a few things like that. There's a separation between concede and settings buttons, so you don't accidentally concede, which is nice. And then a few others here I got them listed up on the screen for you, so hopefully some of those are the ones you've been asking for. On top of that, we have bug fixes. There's a few bug fixes for major ones. I got them listed there, and then we have the bug and fixes and minor changes. There's a list of them right there. On top of that, you've already seen the product roadmap, but I'll give it to you one more time just to get you, enticed and excited about all those things to come. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. Codex seems really exciting. Alternate skins, expansion packs, voice acting for all cards. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, there's some sweet stuff up there. Casual play, S rank, elite division ranking. I mean, there's something for everybody right there. And then, yeah, that's all we got for this patch. What do you guys think about the February seasonal cards? Are you excited about them as I am? And what do you think about the card changes? Or any of the changes added to this patch? Let me know in the comments below. And I will see you guys next patch. Later.